Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a updated squad controller guide. Now unfortunately Steam actually updated their UI, so which actually deleted a lot of different stuff. So I had to go out last night and pretty much fix everything that it deleted, and I came up with a new guide which we're going to go through right now. All right, let's go from the beginning. Your X will be your spacebar button. So once you click into it, click your spacebar key and it should save it. Your circle button is going to be your crouch and your lay down button. So what you're going to do is you're going to first click it, put this as your control key. You want to put this as your control key. Once you put it as control, you back out, and then you're going to add a command, which you're going to go to here, the little gearbox, and you're going to click add extra command. Now once you add the extra command, you're going to make that your Z key. Once you put it on Z, you're going to click this gearbox again, and you're going to change the top from regular press, and you're going to put that as long press. Moving on, your square button is going to be your R key, and that will be your reload button. So you click that and put it as R. Your triangle key, this is going to be your interact key. This is the thing that's going to let you get inside of vehicles or pick up stuff or get back out of vehicles or interact, to basically get your ammo and stuff. But that would be your triangle. You're going to set that as your F key. Once you set it as F, go back out. Now we're going to move on to the bumpers, your L1 and R1. Your L1, this is your lean key. This is going to be your left lean. You're going to set that to Q. Your R1 is going to be your E key, and you're going to set that to E. This is for you to lean right. All right. Your menu buttons. Now, I don't think I really did anything with these menu buttons. I believe they just go into your menus. So just keep that as your tab key, and you keep one as your escape key. This one for the tab key should bring up your map. So you should be able to see your map. Now, we're going to be moving on to the D-pad. These are your directional buttons. So what I did is, for your directional buttons, now this is what you're going to need to do. You need to change this directional pad behavior and set it to directional pad. For your up button, instead of going onto the keyboard up here, you see these, you're going to click mouse, and you're going to set this one for scroll wheel up. Next, your down button, we're going to set that once again on the mouse page. You're going to set that to scroll wheel down. Now you're going to go here and you're going to add another command. So you click the gearbox, add extra command. Once you add the extra command, you're going to make that one the V key. Instead of on mouse, you're going to click your keyboard and you're going to set it to V. Now that is going to bring up your local chat. And what you're also going to do is you're going to click the gearbox on the V key and set this to long press. After you set it to long press, anytime you hold down the down button or the down directional pad button, you'll be able to do local chat. Moving on, your left command. This is going to be, I put this as 4. I don't know why I put this as 4. You can change it to whatever you want. It's a free key. You can change it to whatever you want. The main important function of this key that I did for myself was when I added the command, which once again, you go to the gearbox, add command. You set the second one to C. This is going to be your squad chat. So anytime you hold left, actually, no, this is command chat. Sorry. This is going to be your command chat. So if you're squad lead or anything, which I don't advise anybody being squad lead to be using a controller because you got a lot of stuff to do. But just in case you can pull it off, this will be your command key. You can actually change this to maybe one of the buttons that lets you, I guess mark things, but I found it kind of difficult to do it. So, but you may be able to change whatever button that you want. But the main important function of this key to me was to be able to do the chat. And once again, you also go here and make sure it's on long press. Moving on, the right directional pad. This is an important one. This one I set to, in case you change to like different weapon slots, or you change to your secondary, or you have, your shovel or something in your hand and there's an enemy coming at you, and you usually it would be, the triangle key to switch to primary, but since that function is using something else, I set it as right on the D-pad, which automatically brings you to your primary weapon. After that, you're going to add another function. What this one is your squad chat. So you're going to make sure that your command number 2 is your B key, B as in boy. Make sure you set it on long press also. All right, moving on to the triggers. Everybody should know what the triggers do. One zooms in to ADS and the other one should shoot. So your right trigger is basically going to be your left mouse click. I set it as a soft pull, so that way I could just literally just tap it and it will start shooting. Or if I hold it, it will full burst, but make sure it's set on soft pull. Same thing also too with your left trigger. Now what you want to do is right trigger your R2, set that to left mouse click. So what you do is you go in on mouse, set it to left mouse click. For your left trigger, you're going to set this one to right mouse click. So once again, on the mouse page up top, set it to right mouse click. Let's move on. Joysticks. You are going to make sure that you set the joystick behavior on joystick. You want this on joystick, please. And what you're going to do is you set this to this. This can actually be set to something different because this is just a shoot. You can literally set this to something different. I would set it personally, if you're doing squad lead or anything, to be able to put markers down on the map and stuff. I'm not too certain what key that was again, but use that to put markers down on the map. Your left stick behavior, you want this as a directional pad. This is what's going to make you be able to actually walk around. So what I did was set left up as W, down as S, left A, and D right, because this pretty much is what the keyboard, because functions would do. Moving forward, moving backwards, and everything. They're already labeled for you. Now what you also want to do is your L3 button, when you click in your button, that should be your sprint button. So you want to set that to your shift key. Put that to shift. All right, let's move on. The trackpads, I left these alone. There's really nothing I have anything to do with my PS5 controller, clicking in the buttons. But if you want, you could set it to whatever you want. But moving on, gyro, I have nothing on gyro. So as you can see, what I do want to start setting, which is going to be my next thing, is these action sets. I want to start making one for the helicopter and one for the tanks and other vehicles that are inside of the game too. But unfortunately, there is a lot of buttons, and sometimes different stuff does different stuff whenever you get into a car or whatever vehicle that you're going to get into, a helicopter or anything. The E function is not the same as the E function when you're shooting, or the F function. They're not the same. There's different stuff. In order to start your engine, I believe, is E. So, but I will be trying to set that. Let's go into the game now. All right, now that we are in the game, right now I'm actually using my controller to do everything that you're seeing me do right now. I can look up, right, left, down, I can sprint, I can ADS. At any time I can ADS. You can shoot, you can interact with things. Triangle will be your F key, so you can interact with anything that you want to interact with. and you should still be able to do everything that you need to do on these weapons. So, alright, now I have free range to do what I want. When I'm ready to get off it, hold triangle again, and now I'm off. Square will be your reload button. Then you can lean left and right. No issues. Up and down on your D-pad. Down brings you down. Up brings you up. Just remember that if you are already up on the first weapon, you won't be able to go down. It's not like it's gonna go to the next selection for you. No, you can't. I'm pressing up right now and you see it's not doing nothing. You have to press down to go down. And once you are pressed all the way down, you can't keep going unless the screen goes off. When the screen goes off, it automatically switches back to the primary. So then you can keep pressing down. Now, what I've also included is the fact of when you press down and say, for instance, you switch to a different weapon or just the shovel and there's an enemy in front of you and you need to switch back to your primary, you would just click right on the D-pad and it will automatically switch you back to your primary. Now, what you are going to need to do, as you can see, this is very floaty. Unfortunately, inside of Steam settings, I can't set it to a comfortable level to where it will feel good to anybody that's playing it. This is more of it's going to have to be like personal settings that you will have to set. And unfortunately, you actually have to go into your game settings, go to settings. The main things you are going to need to mess around with. And unfortunately, I can't do this for you. This is something that you have to do because it is just personal settings. You need to change your mouse sensitivity. Change your mouse sensitivity. And then you need to also change soldier sensitivity multipliers. What you're looking for is when you ADS down the sights, like when you're looking down the sights or just regular holding it, it can get really floaty. I would mess around with these until you feel like you are at a comfortable spot to where it doesn't feel all over the place, because shooting can get hard. Trying to shoot a target close to you will be very hard and you'll be everywhere with it, especially the targets that are actually further away and they're moving. This is really floaty, as you can see. I didn't set it because unfortunately last night when I got on to upload the settings, everything was actually deleted because Steam actually had a update and it actually deleted a lot of stuff. So since now they have a new layout for their controller support or controller guide or whatever that they got, whatever, it actually messed up a lot of different things and deleted the old settings that I have. But as you can see, this is very floaty. I'm actually overshooting just to try to get to one thing right here. It's already hard enough to try to get to this middle one. So these are personal settings that you would need to set. You know, unfortunately, like I said, this is everywhere. Once the gun starts shooting, oh, it gets crazy. The recoil is really crazy. So that is something that you would have to personally set. As far as vehicles goes, I am going to be working on a vehicle guide. But that might take a little bit longer because what I need to do is I actually have to set different actions because I want it to be freeform. I want it to be where you can get out and use your controller for infantry and then hop into a tank and use the same settings. Well, not the same settings, but same thing to just hop into a tank. It should just be all free flowing. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not a developer or any person, you know. I don't know how to do these things. I'm just a regular guy that is literally just doing YouTube, and I figured out how to do some controller settings and stuff. So I'm not like a pro or anything at this. Like, so, you know, don't think I am. I'm not. I'm just a regular guy that literally just figured it out. But once I figure out the vehicle stuff, I will be uploading it. Unfortunately, the best I can do is make a guide for the vehicle controls, but you won't be able to use the controls until you get into the vehicle. And I feel that that's just a stupid way to do things. Like, you should be able to get out of the vehicle, still be able to use your controller for basically everything that you want to do. So I'm going to try to figure it out. Like I said, I'm not no developer. I'm not no person that just does this on a regular basis. Like, I literally just got up one day and was like, I don't want to use my keyboard. I just want to play with the controller. And that's how that came about. But when I do get that down, I will be updating it. Now, I'm not too certain when that's going to happen. I got kids and I'm a single father, man. Plus I work and everything too. And I'm trying to do YouTube on the side also. So I have a lot going on. But when I do get to it, you know, you guys will definitely see it uploaded. But until then, I hope you guys found this guide useful. This is just the basis to just get started. I hope that you can find a good, comfortable spot for yourself, and just use this as a basis to just run with. So, but let me know down in the comments below. And I really hope that you guys enjoy this. And please make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And I will catch you guys later. Y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all out there on the front lines.